scratched up. I got blood all over my face. I'm crying my eyes out.
Anyway, my mother sees me. She runs screaming. What happened? Who did this to you? So I tell her, Stevie Bello jumped me from behind the schoolyard while his pal stood there and made sure no one broke it up. So take a guess what my mom does. She takes me back to the schoolyard. She finds Stevie and tells him we're gonna fight again. This time it's gonna be a fair fight.
Your mom booked you a fight?
Yes. Well, me and Stevie, we stood there looking at her like we didn't know what she was thinking, like she was waiting for us to make up or something. And she pulls me aside, she looks at me, and tells me to rip his heart out.
She said rip his heart out to an 8-year-old. And?
And I got him pretty good.
Your mother just stood there and watched.
Well, once things were evened up, she pulled me out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for your mom. I salute her. Maybe if more parents took those steps during a child developmental years, we wouldn't have a country filled with emotional cripples. Those touchy-feely, thin-skinned head cases afraid of their own shadows.
Exactly.
I say, buck up, baby. It's cold outside.
I think it's time for a cab home.
Eddie home. Denzel Washington. Pelican Beach. Julia Roberts. Daryl Hannah.
Daryl Hannah. Blade Runner.
Blade Runner, Harrison Ford. Star Wars. James Earl Jones.
James who?
James Earl Jones, Darth Vader. No. You cannot use Darth Vader. I can't use Darth Vader. Of course I can. No, you cannot, man. He was a voice. He was just some computerized echo chamber. If he's in the credits, he counts. Yeah, he wasn't even on the set when they were shooting the movie. Come again? I bet you any money he was in Malibu the whole time, sipping pina coladas by the pool with some 17-year-old girl. James Earl Jones. Yeah. While some poor slob was sweating his ass off under the costume. Then a few months later, the guy strolls in, he throws his voice over the action, and walks out with a big fat check. You're a cook at a restaurant, right? Yes. No, I just wondered if you've been invited to any of these James Earl Jones bikini pool parties. Look, I may not be in the movie business, but I have cable. I know how those standings work.
Well, they're called doubles.
Same difference, no Darth Vader. The only rule of the game is that the guy appears in the credits. James Earl Jones' name appears in the credits, therefore he's a correct response. Do you have an answer?
He's been in about 50 movies.
Give me a second, all right? A second. It's all right. Star Wars 2.
What are you laughing at? You said sequels were good.
There's no such film.
Yeah, there is. It had that that smart little Smurfy midget in it, Yogi.
Yoda.
Yoda, same thing.
The sequel wasn't called Star Wars 2.
It wasn't?
No.
It wasn't called Star Wars 2.
It was the Empire thing, wasn't it? It was. It was the Empire. The Empire. Fuck, the fucking Empire. The Empire fights back.
The Empire Strikes Back. That's 4-zip. I'm kind of killing you.
How much closer can you get?
Well, the correct answer would be closer. Let's see. Cape Fear.
Robert De Niro.
The original.
What original?
It's a classic film with two huge stars, major stars. I'll give you a hint. 1961.
1961 is a hint. Kirk Douglas. No. Charlton Heston. 1961. Bing Crosby.
Bing Crosby?
Yeah, Bing Crosby.
Bing Crosby in Cape Fear.
What? They made a lot of musicals back then.
Gregory Peck, Robert Mitchum, and Telly Savalas in a small supporting role. I told you before I worked...
Major film producer. I know, you told me.
Don't be a sore loser.
I'm not sore.
Don't worry, Tom. I'm gonna do whatever it takes not to let this silly little IQ thing get in the way of our new friendship, all right? People can be cruel to the intellectually challenged, such as yourself. They don't know your daily struggles, like trying to figure out which shoe goes on which foot, you know?
All right.
All right. Okay. I give.
You give? I give.
You give up too easy.
Well, I was being nice. I didn't want to make you feel physically inadequate after the mental bashing you just gave. You know, how much can one person take in one night?
Thank you for the compassion.
It's my fatal flaw.
Compassion.
Yeah, I just can't stop giving.
And that's a flaw?
Well, people can take advantage. You have really beautiful eyes.
Yeah, I want a drink. I want a drink, I got some scotch.
Drink.
Yeah. I got beer. You want a beer?
Do you have a boyfriend?
No, I have beer.
Do you have a girlfriend?
No, I don't.
Shit, you're married.
No, I'm not married. I'm not married.
So what's the problem?
What do you mean? No, there's not a problem.
You didn't just notice a sudden change of subject occur?
Can we just talk some more?
Talk.
Yeah, I need a few more minutes with this.
Have you ever been with a guy before?
Yes. Yeah.
Tell the truth.
I am.
It's totally cool if you haven't.
Well, I have.
It's actually sort of a turn on if you haven't.
Well, I have. I'm a little nervous. Is that okay?
So am I.
You're nervous.
I'm serious.
I may be a little slow with all this, but you don't come off as a rookie to me.
All right, look, I can't ever remember making a move like that, all right? I'm usually a big scaredy cat, seriously.
You don't seem it.
Well, I guess I'm good at hiding it then.
You are.
I don't know, it's just you're easy to be with, you know? You're comfortable. That doesn't happen every day. I guess I just kind of went with it. Got a sudden burst of courage that's now quickly disappearing.
So you don't mind if we talk for a little while?
That'd be great.
All right, I'm gonna get us a couple drinks.
How long you lived here? Cute. I like your place. It's funky. These are kind of pre...
Can I ask you something?
What is it?
I wouldn't want to say anything you might take the wrong way.
What is it?
How many men have you been with?
Oh.
If you don't want to answer me, just tell me it's none of my fucking business, and that's that.
It's none of your fucking business.
Right. Okay.
I'm playing with you. Relax.
So how many men have you been with?
Well, not a lot.
How many is not a lot?
I don't know exactly. I mean, whatever most people today consider a lot, it's less than that. Less than a lot.
What about more than messing around?
Sex is a very intimate thing. It's the most intimate two people can be with one another. It's not something I feel right about with just anybody. I have to have a certain trust, you know? A certain bond with that person.
That sounds serious.
That is for me. Anyway, I'm starting to think that because I made some silly little move, you've now got this idea about me.
Maybe I misread things.
Maybe.
Maybe. So how many men have you been with? No, you said you needed trust. That's what you said. You said trust.
Doesn't that say it all?
Not really. No. I know the exact number of men I've been with. I realize that most people don't, or they can't keep track, but I do. But if you don't want to tell me, or
6.
6, just like that.
6, just like that. We are talking about intercourse?
We are.
Okay, well then 6.
No way it could be 7. Is it possible there are 7?
I guess, but no more than 7. No way.
No.
No.
Could be 7, but not a chance there's 8.
What is this? Is this usually done by a guy named Rocco with a hot lamp in my eyes?
I'm sorry. I'm getting all carried away. I am. This is your personal business. I'm being an asshole.
Give me 1 second, and I'll tell you precisely how many men I've done that with. Oh, boy. 7. 7. Exactly 7. How's that, Lieutenant Columbo? What about you?
1.
1.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So what was it? One night stand? Good close friends?
Did you screw all 8 of them, and did they screw you? How did that work?
All right, you know what? You're being silly, and I told you it was 7 and not 8.
Right.
Look, we don't have to play this 20 questions game. If you want to know if I'm safe, just ask me.
Are you safe?
Very.
That's a strong word.
The simple truth is I don't ever do anything that's unsafe.
No, the truth isn't that easy. The truth is confusing.
Well, what's so confusing about it?
Everybody has their own truth. You got yours. I've got mine, but the only truth that matters is the true truth. And not what you say or what I say, but what really is. Sometimes that isn't easy to figure out. Like, what was the truth for you to what I just did there?
You took a drink from the bottle.
And that would be a lie. I only put the bottle to my lips. I didn't drink anything. See, the truth is confusing.
I think the true truth is you're boned. And I think we've done enough talking for tonight.
Are you gonna take advantage of my drunken state?
Is that what you want?
I definitely have to get drunk or I wouldn't be able to do this.
You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. What is it you want?
I need to take a piss. I need to take a piss. Stay right there, okay?
You're very lucky.
Why is that?
If I wasn't so horny, I would have been out that door 10 minutes ago. Totally kidding.
No, you're not.
You're right, I'm not.
Hello, my love.
You're still awake.
I caught my second wind. You're up pretty late for a school night.
Hey, did Simon leave a message?
Doesn't sound like you're still in Winston's.
Isabella, don't give me a hard time.
Is it the guy we were talking to? The cutie with the green eyes?
Yes, okay, the cutie. Now,
Is he a cute rich guy?
he's a cook. He lives at 9th and A, and from the looks of his place, if he is rich, he's done a splendid job of hiding it.
But he is a cutie.
Yes, he is.
Simon called. He said he'd be in your office by 9 tomorrow morning to go over the pitch. Dad, you hear me?
Yeah, 9, I got it. I'll call you tomorrow, okay?
Who's on the phone?
Checking messages. This isn't your apartment, is it?
Why do you say that?
Because I've been here before.
How can you be so sure?
This frog is cracked.
So?
I broke it. I broke this. I knew this place seemed familiar. Wait a second. I just wasn't sure. No, no, it was dark, and I think I was stoned or something.
You were drunk, Dan. You weren't stoned.
Yeah, how do you know? Don't tell me that was you. Was that you?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was you.
Yeah.
Wow. That was like 4 years ago?
5.
Well, I didn't even... So, how have you been? Wait a second, when did you know that it was me?
The moment I saw you.
The moment you saw me, and you didn't say anything?
I wanted to see if you'd remember me.
Well, I mean, it was 5 years.
And you were drunk.
Yeah, I was very drunk.
Do you remember anything?
I remember breaking the frog.
What about us?
Well, I remember we had a good time. We had fun.
Fun.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
So you don't remember anything?
No. I just... Don't say that. Okay. I know. It's all right. It's all right. No, wait a second. We met at Winston's like we did tonight, right? Okay, I got it now. We came back here. We sat down on the couch. And I unbuttoned your shirt. And then we started kissing.
I had a pullover, no buttons.
Same thing.
Tell me more.
More what?
Details. Our details. Tell me everything you remember about our night.
Why?
I like hearing it. So my shirt. It came off, and then what?
I took off your shirt. And I kissed down the back of your ear.
No, that never happened.
Excuse me?
That never happened.
Okay, you kissed the back of my ear.
No.
You know, when it was 5 years ago, who can remember every detail?
I can. I remember every minute. You didn't break that thing, I did. I broke it when I was taking off my sweater. My blue striped sweater.
I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't remember. And now I'm realizing it was your first time.
My only time.
Well, if it means anything, I must really like you to have gone home with you a second time without remembering. Yeah, okay. Maybe this isn't going to happen tonight, you know? I should probably go. Yeah, I should. Yeah. I really am sorry. It's not opening.
You need a key.
What?
You need a key. Thanks. Wait a second. I'm just curious about one thing. Actually, I'm not curious. I'm confused.
About what?
I don't know how to put this.
Just put it.
If you don't remember that night, our night together, then why did you tell me before you were safe? I'm sorry, very safe.
Open the door.
Answer me.
Open the door. Open the door now.
Just tell me why you said that.
Because I'm always safe.
But you don't remember. You said, I'm sorry, Tom, I don't remember.
I said I don't remember every detail, but I don't have to remember being safe. I'm always safe.
Always.
Always.
Now, is that the true truth? Or is that your truth?
God damn it, they don't work. These don't fucking work, man.
I gave you the wrong set. I'm sorry. Man, I screwed this up. I didn't mean to get weird. It's just when you didn't remember me. That'd be my only time. Dan, I got embarrassed. Maybe even a little pissed off, and with the booze. The booze, I have a way of being an asshole when I'm hurt. I'm sorry.
Just open the door, okay?
Can I have a hug before you go?
I should leave.
Hey, just one hug so there's no bad feelings, please. Come on.
I should leave. I should leave.
I didn't mean to get weird. Damn.
Unlock the door first.
You should have left. Why didn't you just leave? The door has a deadbolt which I'm locking from the outside. The windows are boarded up. Next door neighbors are away with family. The apartment downstairs is empty. If you fight me, it will hurt. So stay still. Try and stay still.
Something burning in there?
Yeah, I overcooked a steak earlier. That's fine. Yeah, I just need to open a window. We're good.
You sure?
Yeah, it's fine. Thank you. Thanks for the concern. Thanks.
I'm not crazy. I know what I did and I know why I'm doing it. I want you to know that. I'm not crazy.
Look, I don't care why you did what you did. What you gotta do right now is you gotta let me go. My roommate knows where I am. Remember Isabella from the bar? When I was checking the messages she picked up, I talked to her. I told her you lived on 9th and Monroe. Now, when I don't come home tonight, and I miss my very important meeting in the morning, she's gonna wonder where I am. She's gonna come knocking on your door.
Big difference between telling her I live on 9th Street and telling her I live at 453 East 9th Street.
Oh, no, I told her 453 9th Street. I made a mental note when we walked inside the building. 453. She knows exactly where I am.
Maybe you should scrap those mental notes and start writing things down. We're in building 412. 412.
What do you want?
Dan, have you ever been tested for the AIDS virus? HIV, the virus AIDS. You've heard of it?
Of course.
Have you ever been tested? Have you ever been tested? Yes or no? I'm HIV positive and you gave it to me.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, God damn it, I knew it'd be like this. You say no, I say yes, it just leaves us in the same fucking place. The blood I took is being tested at a very reliable lab. We will have the results the morning after next, and then we will go from there.
Go from there?
If it's negative, then I am sorry, and I will let you go.
You're sorry.
This wasn't an easy decision. It's not even a decision. It's an answer. It's a way to set things right.
Well, I've been tested, and it was negative.
When?
2 months ago. I've been tested 3 times the last 5 years.
It's a lot of tests.
Well, I told you before, I'm very safe.
Yeah, that is what you told me.
So, you see, it couldn't have been me.
No, this isn't something you can just talk your way out of. Bullshit through, flash a smile, act
People
bullshit
call my
through.
doctor.
It's not a wake-up
You ask
call,
him, I
man.
can't
No
give
free
you
passes.
something that I don't have.
Non-negotiable.
Can't give me something I don't have.
Jesus Christ floated down next to me on this couch and told me you were negative. I would tell him to go fuck himself. We're waiting on the lab.
Look, I'm compassionate to your situation, but I don't have AIDS. I don't have HIV.
Then you will be out of here soon enough.
Soon enough isn't good enough, goddammit! I want out of here now! Now! Get out! Fucking mouth, or I'll fucking cut your throat right fucking now!
You understand me? You know, I could have been a real fucking done one of those do-it-yourself HIV tests, but I thought you deserved something a little more dependable than a $10 mail-away kit.
You realize the longer you keep me here, it's just making it worse on yourself. Do you realize that?
Now you got me worried.
This isn't right. This
Sucks
isn't
being held
right.
accountable, doesn't it?
Held accountable? We fooled around 5 years ago. What the hell do I have to be held accountable for?
You tell me. You couldn't tell me earlier tonight what we did. Maybe you could tell me now. You got no idea, do you? You have no idea what we did or what we didn't do. What you're responsible for, what you know. You got no clue.
I may not remember what color my goddamn shirt was, but one thing I am certain about is that I wore a condom.
You were blind drunk.
You have no recollection of me or anything we did, but somehow you remember a condom?
I don't have to remember wearing it. I always wear one.
You lie with such confidence, Dan. I'm impressed.
But I'm not lying, am I? Am I?
Yes, there was a condom. You had one. Did you use it? Given the circumstance, I'm guessing you didn't.
Where are you getting this?
Maybe you didn't feel good enough, so you slipped it off halfway through. Maybe at the last minute you decided not to put it on.
I would never do that. Never.
Sort of like how you would never fuck anyone without having that certain trust. And why do we need that trust? Because you could never feel right about doing the most intimate thing with just anyone. That was you who said that.
I wore a condom. End of story.
Well, considering one of us is HIV positive, and the other is having a great deal of difficulty remembering the last lie they told 2 minutes ago, I got serious doubts about where that rubber ended up and serious doubts about you.
Did you tie up all the other guys you've been with?
There were no other guys.
Women? You don't think you can get this from a woman? You think the only people that have this disease are gay men? Well, wake the fuck up! You got this from a woman. You got this from a woman, now you're trying to blame me for it.
Listen, you are sitting there because you are the only possible reason why I am here doing this. The only reason.
I want to see some proof.
You want to see some proof? Fucking proof. What the fuck are you talking about?
They gave you something to tell you that you got it, right? Didn't they?
They don't give you a membership card, moron.
You know, I'm starting to think you don't have shit. I'm starting to think you made this whole AIDS story up.
Why would I do that?
I don't know, because you're pissed because I fucked you? Because you like men? Or that maybe this turns you on, is that it? Is this how you get off? Or maybe you're just fucking crazy? I'm passing that fucking pillow.
I wish you were right. I wish it was anything more than it is, but it isn't. And I'm not here to torture you. I'm not.
I don't want to make this any worse than it has to be. We can pass the blame around forever, but we don't have forever. We need to do the right thing.
What is that? What is that? Is that you? Ow. Ow. When the hell did that happen?
About 4 hours ago.
Why didn't you wake me up?
Well, there's an idea. Believe me, I tried. You're a deep sleeper.
Yeah, once I'm out, I'm out.
It's no wonder who could hear anything over than incessant
I
snoring.
have a deviated septum. My snoring is a medical condition.
Whatever. You know what? Can we take care of this? It's been a long night.
Yeah.
Just give me a washcloth and some clean clothes. I'll do the rest.
No, I can't do that.
You can't.
No, I can't take the cuffs off.
I'll be 5 minutes.
No, I can't do it.
What is this can't business?
The cuffs stay on.
I'm asking for a washcloth, not a gun.
No.
I'm sitting in shit. Shit!
I'll figure something out.
What's there to figure? Are you gonna do it?
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Okay, well, if you're not gonna do it and I can't do it with handcuffs on, that doesn't leave us with a lot of options, does it?
Give me a second.
Jesus Christ, you should have had this covered.
Well, take points off. It's not my career.
Would you expect me to hold it all night? You take someone hostage, their bodily functions just stop? Sure, you thought of the tape and the handcuffs and the fucking board on the window.
All right, shut up, shut up.
unlock the cuffs, you don't move. I take off the cuffs, you don't move.
Are you gonna leave the toilet in there?
I step outside the bathroom and I shut the door, you don't move. You don't move unless I say move, understand?
Got it.
Put the dirty clothes in the garbage bag. You take a shower, you towel off.
How's it going in there?
You put on the clean clothes. You take the chair and you put it in the tub. You lie face down on the floor with your hands on your back. Again, you do not move. I will come in, I will cuff you, and I will take you out.
You're lying face down on the floor with your hands on your back.
Now, I've never been in your situation before, but I imagine while you're in here, it will be impossible for you not to spend every second trying to think of a way out of this. And I understand that. It's human nature. But it's acting on those thoughts that will lead to trouble.
You're on the floor?
Yeah.
You're face down?
Yes.
And your hands?
On my back.
You're lying face down on the floor with your hands on your back, correct?
Yeah.
Tell me where the keys are. I'm gonna squeeze until you. Where the fucking keys? Fuck it!
It's done. It's finished. Move aside. Move! I'll fucking kill you if I have to. I have a fucking knife, Tom. A knife! Alright, you're gonna die. I'm gonna drive this thing right through you. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? You wanna die? I'm gonna drive this thing through your fucking heart.
homer and 3 RBIs. You can't ask for more production out of your number 7 hitter. Easy hopper to second. Valdez over to make the play. Oh, skips right under his glove.
Give me a break. How many errors you clowns gonna make today? Lunch smells good. What are we having?
On the replay, as he went over to make the play, he hesitated and caught the in-between hop.
Oh, come on. Are you still mad at me? I'm a hostage. You gotta expect that sort of behavior from us. What you expect me to do? What would you have done? Huh? You don't have to hold a grudge over it. Also consider the fact that I could have strangled you with the TV cord and left you for dead. You should be thanking me. So did you decorate this place yourself?
My granddad's place.
Oh. So he lets you use it for special occasions? One-night stands, kidnappings?
He died 10 years ago. The family kept it.
How much you pay rent?
I'm trying to watch the game, man. I'm watching the game.
Which team you rooting for?
You want me to put the tape back on your mouth?
I'm just asking a question, man. Besides, you haven't fed me yet. I went to the University of Michigan. We got a great athletic program. Division I football, baseball, and basketball.
Really?
You're being sarcastic. Okay, what's Michigan's nickname? Huh? Well, I'm just gonna take your silence to mean that you've been...
Wolverines. Wolverines.
What are the team colors?
Blue and yellow.
Wrong. It's maize. It's not yellow, it's maize. It's a pale yellow. Cornish. So you're one of those sports guys, huh? You know all the stats.
You think there's something wrong with that?
No.
Waste of brain space, maybe?
No?
I'd say it's about the same amount of waste of space it takes to knock Kelly fucking Savalas had a small supporting role in the original Cape Fear.
Hey, I'm not knocking you. I was a huge sports fan when I was at Michigan. The best for those Saturday afternoon football games, man. The absolute best. The whole school, the whole town. Just get pumped up like 3 hours before, you know? We have barbecues in the parking lot, fraternity house pep rallies, touch football on the lawn. I never understood the whole sports thing before I got to Ann Arbor, but once I was there, I was hooked. Actually, the last year, I started to realize what the hell they were doing on the field. Punting, first down conversions, quarterback snoops.
Snakes. It's quarterback snakes.
Right. It's a completely different experience when you realize why the hell it is you're cheering. Without a doubt, the highlight was my last game senior year. Ohio State was driving down the field for the win. And everyone was screaming at the top of their lungs, but it was all over the place. You know, there was like a let's stop them from this group and go Wolverines from that section. And it's just, there was no unity, right? So I stood up and I just started yelling. Defense, defense, defense. And I stood there for a pretty long time before I started to sit back down. And then it started. That was like 100 people in my section. And then it turned into 1,000. And then it was defense, 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 defense. A fucking 100,000 fans screaming at the top of their lungs. It was pretty cool. What about you? Did your college have a good football team? Where'd you go to college?
No. No, we're not gonna do this.
Do what?
Maybe removing the tape for some water and a meal gave you the wrong idea. We're not two pals sitting here watching the ball game shooting the shit, Dan.
No, I thought I was just trying to...
I'm not an idiot.
I know that.
It's not gonna work.
Look, I just want...
It's not
going to work.
I just want to talk, all right? Just talk.
It could be as simple as me putting the tape back on your mouth.
All right, please don't. I'll shut up. You said yesterday that you didn't want to torture me. You remember that? Well, if you really meant it, then you got to talk to me, because just let me babble or something, because if you just let me sit here in silence, left only to think about this, then that would be crueler than anything you could ever do to me.
Did you stop him?
Football cheer, Ohio State. Did he stop him?
No, they threw a 40-yard touchdown pass. They went to the Rose Bowl, and we went to the Heinz Ketchup Bowl in Missoula. So where'd you go to college?
I did 2 years at Liberty Community College.
Liberty, they got a good reputation. Liberty's got a great science department.
Oh, you heard about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the best science departments in the country, in the world. In fact, that's where NASA gets all their astronauts from. They're all Liberty Community College graduates. I had good grades in high school. I didn't have to go to Liberty. It was in the neighborhood.
It's the neighborhood, same people.
That makes sense.
Does it?
You get lost at those big schools, you get a better education at the smaller ones. Michigan was just one long party.
Really?
Yeah, I was 18, on my own, practically my first time out of Jasper, Illinois. And you just get distracted. That's why it took me 6 years to graduate. You have too good a time.
I wouldn't have done that.
You'd be surprised.
No. If I'd gone away, I would have worked my ass off. But I did. That's what I'm talking about.
Is there a school you wanted to go to? Come on, tell me about college.
Nothing to tell. I got into Arizona State and I didn't go.
Why Arizona State?
I like the football team colors.
What's the big secret in Arizona? Huh? Who am I gonna tell?
It's a stupid idea.
Well, I work for a movie producer. I hear 20 stupid ideas a day. I'm gonna need a little help with this. Thanks. So, you in Arizona State?
I wasn't that serious about going.
Come on, please.
I wanted to study archaeology.
Archaeology?
Growing up, I wanted to be the next Donald Johanson.
Who's that?
In '74, he discovered the missing link between humans and apes. He was teaching at Arizona State, so everything works out for the best.
How's that?
My girlfriend didn't want to leave home. I would learn to be a cook at my uncle's restaurant.
And that was better than archaeology in Arizona State?
It was reality. What, do I look like an archaeologist to you? Do I talk like one?
I don't know. I never met one.
Well, it's not that hard to figure out. I got a brain full of football stats and recipes.
I don't think Donald Johansen gives a shit that the Iowa State is called the Hawkeyes or that oregano tastes great in gazpacho.
Well, how do you know what stupid shit he knows?
What's hard to understand? Certain people aren't supposed to be certain things.
No, I don't believe that.
Look, all I know is where I grew up, it was the same for everybody. Your favorite team was the Flyers. Your favorite group was Kiss. Your favorite Charlie's Angel was Farrah. You wore Adidas sweatsuits and Puma sneakers. You smoked Marlboros by 12. You wanted to look like Travolta and act like Serpico. Wanting to go on excavations to find lost cities was for geeks and weirdos. You know, I was actually afraid to tell people Kate Jackson was really my favorite Charlie's Angel.
I don't think people would have cared.
Yeah, maybe not in Jasper, Illinois, but in my neighborhood. You got to a certain age and it was time you realized that Mrs. Zito's backyard wasn't fucking Cairo.
Mrs. Zito?
Yeah, I used to stuff my knapsack with shovels and notebooks, and I go to wherever there was some dirt. I go to parks, I go to playgrounds, I go to backyards. And I just start digging. I pretend it was Egypt, Asia, pretend it was South America. I filled the notebooks with diagrams of where I'd been, what I found. It was all junk. Just chicken bones, pieces of broken cup, shit like that. But I would treat those chicken bones like they were precious artifacts. I'd treat them like they were bones from some prehistoric bird. And you grow up. You get older. You understand life better. You see things and people for what they are. You realize those bones are chicken bones. It was leftovers from someone's lunch.
Did you mean Jacqueline Smith? Your favorite Charlie's Angel, Jacqueline Smith?
No, Kate Jackson.
Kate Jackson. Wow. That's... Really?
What's wrong with Kate Jackson?
Nothing. I can see you not being into Farrah and all that perfection, you know, but Kate Jackson, oof. Sabrina over Jacqueline Smith? That I don't get.
Sabrina was very athletic, I like that.
Jacqueline was athletic. Remember the opening credits? She knew all the karate.
What, you don't think Sabrina knew karate? Plus, she was the smartest one.
Yeah, of the Charlie's Angels, but that's a hell of a sliding curve.
Who would you choose?
Starsky from Starsky and Hutch.
I like the other guy.
No. Hutch didn't have half the sex appeal.
I'm not talking about sex appeal, I'm talking about cool. Hutch was cool. Not as cool as Crockett on Miami Vice, but he was cool.
Crockett was cool. Not my type, but definitely cool.
Hey, you know what I never got? How Doc from The Love Boat gets so many women.
Women go for doctors.
He was a doctor on The Love Boat. How impressive is that? Didn't make any sense.
About as much as Fonzie scoring.
What do you mean?
Oh, he wasn't really what you'd call a stud, you know.
What do you mean?
He's kind of short and pudgy.
He was the Fonz. I mean, he was the Fonz.
All right. He was the Fonz. I got a question for you. If you had to go on a stakeout with a female cop, who would it be?
Female besides Charlie's Angels.
Remember, the Angels don't count. They quit the force to work for Charlie.
Right. I have to say Angie Dickinson.
Policewoman. Very good.
And besides being hot, she was the toughest kick-ass thing going.
Hey, Tom, what are you doing here? You know, I mean, even with all this stuff that you've done, it's easy to see you're not a killer. You're a good person. Tom, why don't we just end this before it goes any further?
You know, you remind me of these guys that eat at the restaurant. Every time they come in, all they talk about is how they want a thick, tender steak. But once the waiter comes over and tells them the special, this big debate starts. Boy, that lobster sounds good. Jeez, do I really want such a heavy meal? Me, I go somewhere wanting a steak, I eat a fucking steak. I don't want to see the menu. I don't need to hear the specials. If that test comes back positive, I'm gonna kill you.
Killing me is going to be a bit more complicated than ordering a steak.
We'll see.
How are you going to do it? Strangle me? You going to put a bag over my head? Tell me. Come on, tell me. My morbid curiosity wants to know.
I'm gonna cut your throat and you're gonna bleed to death.
And you're just going to stand there and watch the blood spill all over the floor? You have that in you?
Yes.
You could do that to another human being?
No, I couldn't do it to another human being, but I can do it to you. I can kill you.
I hate to ruin your plans, but that test is coming back negative.
You hold on real tight to that thought.
Okay.
It's all you have.
Fuck you.
You say you can talk all you want about TV shows and college football rallies. You can tangle that smart tongue of yours around anything you want. You're just having a difficult time getting it. Nothing else matters to me. Nothing. If it comes back positive, I'm gonna kill you. The only thing that'll be easier than that, I'll be killing myself.
So who else knows you're gay?
I'm not gay.
Poof, you're not gay. Who else knows you're bi?
I'm not bi. I like women, I'm straight.
You're straight.
Yes.
You like women. Okay, all right. You're a good-looking guy. He's probably screwed every Teresa, Maria, and Gina you've ever met, right? And how many women have you screwed? Tell me.
Not a lot. Whatever you consider a lot, I'm less than that. Less than a lot.
Fuck you. You've had loads of women in the backseat
See,
of
intercourse
cars
is such an intimate
theaters.
thing.
You're
The
not
most
a
intimate
virgin.
two
I'm
people
not the
can
only
be.
one. There's others.
I can't just fuck
admit it.
anyone. I need a bond.
Admit it.
I need a trust. Our night was a one-time deal for me. One night doesn't make me anything.
You are absolutely right. Just like if I spent the night with a woman, it wouldn't make me straight.
You could sleep with a week's worth of playmates. It wouldn't make you straight.
Hey, I've had my share of girlfriends, okay? In high school. Even now, I'll meet a woman that I'm sexually attracted to, that I want to sleep with. But does that mean that I'm going to go get married and live happily ever after, never to sleep with another man? Forget it.
What's your fucking point?
Putting people in fucking boxes, you're straight or you're gay, it's nonsense. Human beings are too complex.
being with a man or wanting to be with a man doesn't make you gay. It's totally messed up. If a girl goes to her boyfriend and says she wants to fuck around with another girl, you think he's gonna be weirded out by that? Fuck no. He's gonna wanna watch, maybe even join in. But if a guy asks his girlfriend the same question, she'd fucking flip her lid. It's totally messed up for guys who prefer women and have a slight curiosity about men. They're forced into repressing it. And even if they do act on those urges, they're made to feel like there's something wrong with them. When it isn't the act that's wrong. In fact, that's what's natural. What's wrong is how society makes you feel about it, because nobody can admit that people aren't completely gay or completely straight. It's nonsense.
Where did you get that from? God, I know how to turn straight men gay?
You have nothing to be ashamed of.
Trust me, you're not here because I was with a man.
I know. You think I'm responsible for you. Are you absolutely sure that you have it? Tests can be wrong. Mistakes are made all the time.
I tested it twice the last 3 weeks.
3 weeks? That's how long you've known?
24 days.
That's nothing. No wonder you're acting the way you are. You're in shock over finding out.
I'm in shock?
Yes, you're in shock, Tom. And you're reacting with an anger that anybody would have, but most people wouldn't take it this far. You gotta think about this. Really, just take the time to think about this. This won't accomplish anything. This is nobody's fault.
If later on I still feel this way, you'll have no trouble coming back?
Tom, you don't realize it, but you're in deep trauma.
I'm in trauma. I thought I was in shock. This gets worse by the minute.
Look, I realize you're upset, but you gotta put some perspective on this.
Perspective?
Yes. This isn't 20 years ago. People with HIV lead happy, healthy lives. It's not a death sentence anymore. You don't have AIDS, Tom. You are HIV positive. There's a difference. Do you know the difference?
For someone who just had a negative HIV test, you seem overly concerned.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here, but I'm worried about you, what you're gonna do to yourself when I walk out that door.
Thank you for the concern, but at 24 days, this is where I'm at, and this is how I feel, and nothing's gonna change that.
Why did you pick me that night? Why'd you let that night ever happen?
I chose one life. I chose one set of feelings over another.
And denied part of yourself.
I denied a part of myself so I could keep the most important.
And what was that? Huh? Your tough guy image? Your neighborhood pals?
My wife.
You said you weren't married.
High school sweethearts.
Does she know?
Know what? I was with you. The only time I was ever unfaithful was with a man that I'm HIV positive. I don't know. She may have figured some of it out after a doctor told her she had lymphadenopathy. There's a word a lot of Harvard guys don't know. You're smart, any idea? Swollen glands. They started causing her pain under her arms. She had night sweats. She lost a few pounds. We thought she was just worn down. She always worked too hard. They ran a lot of tests. It was just one test to cover the bases.
She's HIV positive.
27 years old.
Have you told her about this?
I can't.
You have to. Tom, you have to talk to her about it. You have to tell her.
She was a mess when she left the doctor's office. The son of a bitch just let her go like he just finished telling her she had a fucking cold. How do you tell somebody that and just let them leave? Why didn't you call me? She was confused. She was upset. How do you tell somebody that and just let them leave? She ran a light. She was alive when the ambulance got her to the hospital. I just can't stop thinking about what must have been running through her mind when she missed that light. And what if it wasn't an accident? What if she ran it because of the pain it caused her, knowing I'd done something wrong? Maybe a prostitute, maybe another woman, maybe the truth. Not being sure what to think. Not wanting to hear the truth, so she runs a light and doesn't have to hear it with her own ears. Doesn't have to hear how the man she's devoted her life to isn't the man she thought he was. And that's my biggest fear. That when she went up to heaven, she found out that right now she's up there watching and she's so hurt. She's so unbelievably hurt by what she knows about me. I tried so hard to keep it from her. She wouldn't understand. How do you explain that? That you could be killed by the person you love most? You can't. Now you ask me again about perspective.
Doing this isn't gonna change anything.
We owe her.
What if she had it first?
No.
Tom, it's possible. Tom, she was showing symptoms before you were. She was showing symptoms before you. Swollen glands, not you. It makes sense. She had it before you. It could have happened that way. It could have. It could have happened that way.
You're a real fuck, you know that? Fuck you!
Get out of here. Go back to your place.
You want to go back to my house?
Mm-hmm.
No, we can't do that.
You know, it's true what they say about older women.
What's that?
Do cry harder.
I can't do it. Sorry.
It's not personal, you know. I mean, you're cute, but it's not like I think you're something special. Sometimes you're just lonely. You need to not be alone.
Come on. Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Hey, do you know why most beer bottles are dark? Sunlight. The beer is in the sun too long, you get that skunky taste. Do you know the purpose of a skunk's scent?
Defense against other animals.
That's right. Very good. Do you know how many sonnets Shakespeare wrote? 154. I don't understand Shakespeare. I have no idea what a sonnet is.
It's a lyric poem. 14 lines.
Oh, I don't give a shit. I don't care. There was a time I did. I read all those books on strange facts. 1,001 things to know. Pretty stupid, huh? You know, something only a dumb person does, not to feel so dumb. Knowing that stuff, that's not real smarts. It's just dog tricks. You roll over, you play dead. That's not real smarts. Oh, I go to the museums, you know. I walk around, I study the paintings. But I never got it. I tried. I made an honest attempt to make myself better. To improve who I was. And then this happens. One night and it destroys lives. Wipes everything else away and leaves behind nothing but pain. It's all I have now. Pain like nothing I've ever known. And it doesn't leave and it never eases. It hurts. It hurts so much. It hurts so much, Dan. So sorry for it, so sorry for it, but
It's gonna be okay.
I just want the fact that it was happening.
It's gonna be okay.
I just want the fact that I want that.
I wish I could hold you. Just tell you everything is gonna be okay. Be okay. No, Tom.
You son of a bitch.
No, I was holding you, that's all.
Is this what you want? Is this what you're after?
Fucking sneak! You can't do this, Tom. There's too many ways this could have happened. We killed her! What if you're wrong?
All you have to do is pass the test. That's all you have to do, just pass the test.
Tests aren't foolproof. Mistakes are made all the time.
No, you're a perfect example of what's wrong with this world. No one will understand him but say it's me. I'm guilty, I did it. You fucked up. You lived by your own rules, and now you have to pay for that.
Because I met you at a bar and I came back with you that I deserve this?
You came home with me twice.
And that makes me some kind of monster? And by the way, if you remember correctly, you invited me back here, goddammit. You set me up.
You always gotta play it like you're the innocent one.
Do you think because we came back here we were gonna fuck? Is that how you are? You fuck every guy you meet?
Trust me, you don't want to get into this. You do not want to get into this.
You've got this idea about me, Tom, and you're wrong. But you want me to be the evil one because that makes it so much easier for you, doesn't it?
You really think you're a victim. You're convinced of it, aren't you?
You know I am.
Dan, when was the last time you had sex?
I don't see how that has anything to do with this.
What is it, a secret? Some danger to national security?
Well, if I just knew the relevance of the question.
Listen to yourself. You sound like a lawyer. I only want to know the last time you had sex.
I had sex 4 months ago with a guy named Bob.
Bob?
Yes, Bob Taylor.
Oh, Bob Taylor. You sure of that?
Very.
So I was very with you. Very sure, very safe.
Yeah, I like the word.
You know what the worst thing about adultery is? Once you do it, no matter how many years you're faithful, you're always an adulterer. Life is harsh like that.
You're fucking sane, aren't you?
You fuck once, you can never be a virgin again. You steal once, you're always a thief. And if you've lied once, then you're always a liar.
But I'm not a liar, am I?
When was the last time you had sex?
Bob Taylor. Last summer.
Fuck once, you can never be a virgin again.
Bob Taylor.
Lie once and you're a fucking liar. When was the last time you had sex?
I'm fucking telling you!
What about that guy you made a shampoo the other night? You know, the skinny blonde kid.
What?
What about him?
How do you know about that?
That wasn't Bob, was it?
You were following me? How long have you been following me?
When you were all over him, were you telling him how you were a big scaredy cat?
You fucking followed me.
When you went back to his place on 38th Street, were you telling him how you were safe? Very safe?
We kissed. Nothing else, that's it.
You were up there an awfully long time.
We watched TV.
What did you watch?
I don't fucking know. I don't remember. But nothing happened. That was it. That's it. Nothing happened. I mean...
TV and kissing, you're sure?
You weren't in the room.
I'm sorry, but that's not the story I caught Blondie telling at the bar a few nights later.
What?
Ronald was pretty graphic.
Well, he's lying. He's a liar.
Who?
Ronald.
Oh, is that his name? I made that up.
Well, he's lying.
You know, kids, you buy him a few drinks, they'll tell you anything.
You're lying.
Jesus, it's so hard to get the truth around here.
I did nothing wrong.
You see this lie? You
I
could
did
have said
nothing
last
wrong.
Tuesday, but you wanted to appear pure. But you're not, are you? You're not pure. I watched you for a short time and I caught you in a lie. I didn't come looking to do this. But after watching you, seeing the way you are, it only made sense what I had to do. Now I can only imagine the other 5 years. How many blondies have there been?
I never forced anyone to be with me.
This isn't only about us. What about all the others you got sick? They don't count?
I'm not sick!
Play God with that kid. Why would you want to do that? You do whatever you want, and if people get hurt, it's just too bad for them.
Oh, so now I'm responsible for everyone?
Why not?
Fuck you, man. People make choices. You made a choice. I owe you nothing.
Then why so many tests? If you felt no responsibility to protect other people, then why so many tests?
For me. For me. If I was sick, I'd want to know so I could take care of myself.
But how is it possible for someone who's always safe to get sick?
A lot of safe people get tested.
And a lot of unsafe people don't. Why is that?
I didn't trick anyone. You cheated on your wife. No one but you.
You said you needed a bond. You said you needed trust. We fucked after only 2 hours after meeting each other. That's not a deception. That's not a trick.
Just gonna keep twisting it around.
I followed you. I saw you.
Yeah, I'd like to follow you, you fucking cretin. See where you go, what you do. See how much of this shit is the true truth, and how much of it is your truth. How many guys have there really been, Tom? 5? 10? How many drunken nights you stop off at the park and give someone head before you went home? And am I here because I'm the only one? Or because I'm the only one you could find? And now you want to know how many men I've fucked. Fuck you. What about 5 years ago? You didn't give a shit then, did you? No. Then all you cared about was my dick up your ass before you slipped into your pretty little wife's bed.
I'm ready to let you go. I will. I'll let you go. But I want for once. I want this one time. I need the truth.
I've told you the truth.
No, not some bullshit you think I want to hear. Admit to me that you made mistakes. You haven't worn rubbers a few times, maybe a lot. You gotten drunk and can't remember. Tell me always means sometimes, and I'll let you go.
It's not true.
I'll end it, but I need the truth. Tell me you never took a test before and you walked.
I can't do that.
Tell me how sorry you are. I didn't realize what you were doing. Tell me you were with all those men because you were lonely. I can understand that. Tell me that. I'll let you go, I will.
It's not true.
Lie to me. Lie to me. Lie to me. What's one more lie? Tell me you killed people. Tell me you never took a test before because you don't give a shit about anyone. Tell me you killed me. Tell me you killed my wife. I should kill you right now. I should. You don't fucking care. You don't care.
I don't care. Every day of my life, I think about this. Everyone I touch, and you sit there and say that I don't care? When every day, every fucking day, someone says, you gotta be safe, Dan, you gotta be careful, Dan, don't make a mistake, Dan. And you think you understand? Fuck you, man, you don't understand anything. I just want to be with someone, and for 1 second, I don't want to have to think about it. For 1 second, I want to know what it feels like not to care. You sit in your little fucking house with your little wife and your little baseball games, and you think nothing's ever gonna touch you. Well, fuck you, it did. What do you think's gonna happen now? Huh? Even if that comes back positive, there'll always be doubt if it was her. And that's the good news. Because when it comes back negative tomorrow, there will be no more doubt. She ran that red light because she couldn't live with herself knowing what she'd done. She gave it to you, Tom. She gave it to you. And your whole world is over.
Free to go. Dan, before you go, I need to know something. Were you ever really tested before?
What does it matter now?
It doesn't.
No, I wasn't.
Why?
I guess I was afraid.
You guess?
I was afraid.
You didn't want to know?
No, I didn't. I just knew. I just knew I didn't have it.
really am sorry about your wife. Hope you find some help. It was positive. The test was positive. No, that's not possible. I'm sorry. Why are you doing this? Why are you lying to me, Tom? You wouldn't have let me go. Today is day 26 and it seems different. Lisa would have had every right to do to me what I did to you. I promised things to her. I loved her. I was supposed to protect her. And in the end, I'm the only one responsible for what happened to her. But with you, I put my life in your hands. Someone I didn't even know. And I got what I deserved. And you're probably getting what you deserve. No, you don't deserve this. No one deserves this. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Why are you fucking with me? I'm healthy. Look at me. You look at me.